Okay, I ran a sale on Poshmark, 40% off my entire closet and then 50% off bundles. And I made a lot of sales, as you can see, so that's pretty awesome. Hey guys, welcome back to Tay Deco. My name's Taylor. I'm a part-time Poshmark reseller, and today's video I'm going to be going over some of my recent sales on Poshmark. I did end up running a 40% off sale from Friday to Sunday. Today's Tuesday, so you saw earlier that I got all of the packages together. I'm looking at them right now. There's a lot going out, so that's really cool. I was really excited about that. And then I also ran 50% off of bundles for 3 or more items. So what I did was I went on the My Shoppers tab in the Poshmark app and I wrote a comment to the last like 4,000 people, I think, that recently interacted with my closet in some way. So that was 4,000 notifications that went out talking about the sale. And then I also updated my Posher VA to 40% off. So like a minute after somebody likes something. So whenever somebody gets the message, they go to my closet, they put their likes in, and then they'll get the 40% off. And then I also just sent out 40% off offers for all the likers that are in my closet. So I did a lot to generate some of these sales. I'm gonna be going over some of the sales that I made in like end of September and early October also. So they're not, everything in this video isn't just gonna be the 40% off. I'll probably start off with the earlier ones. So those are the ones that weren't a part of the sale. And then I'll get into some of the ones that were a part of the sale. I'm not gonna go over all of them. Some of the things I let go for really cheap. I'm just trying to move things. I wanted to have a lot of sales going out all at once so that my profit overall was really good. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. And let's get into these sales. Okay, so the first sale I want to go over is this All Saints midi dress. This was so beautiful and in great condition. It was a velour, sexy, off-the-shoulder cocktail dress. And I actually found this in the bins, so I probably paid like $1.50, $2 for this item. And it ended up selling for $106. My earnings on this item was $84.80. So that was such an awesome sale. I love when I can find a bins item and sell it for over $100. Okay, the next item that sold was this ALC 100% silk long sleeve dress. This I have been sitting on for probably 2 to 3 years. It just was not selling. I think I had it listed for too high. So I kept lowering the price. And then I think somebody offered me this $30. I gladly accepted that. I found this item in the bins, so again, I only had like $1.50 into it. My earnings on this was $24, so that was really good sale. I think it might have been like the style of the dress. That's why this didn't sell. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of experience selling ALC, like a whole lot, so I don't know why it took so long. Okay, the next item was this Varley Barton sweater. This was so cute and it was in like new condition. The color was like a cream color. It had like a really big funnel neck. And then I've never heard of this brand or sold it before, but when I was Googling it in the store, I noticed that there was like Revolve stock photos and that it retailed for over $100. So I just put it in my cart and I thought I would try it out. I think I ended up paying like $6.99 for this item at a regular Goodwill store, and it sold probably a week later. So this is definitely a Bolo brand and it sold for a great price. It was a great turnaround, and yeah, this was a great sale. Okay, the next item is this Abercrombie & Fitch faux leather high-waisted like straight leg pants. And these were so cool. They were in great condition. I found these and then 2 other Abercrombie & Fitch pants, all donated by the same person, and they were at a regular Goodwill store. I think each of them was like $7.99 I paid. These ones sold like 2 days after I listed it for $55. They were called Curve Love, vegan leather. They were a newer style too, because I think that they were still on the website. So that was pretty awesome. And my earnings on this was $44. So definitely picking up newer styles of Abercrombie & Fitch. It goes especially like their pants, their jeans right now, they're like flying out of my closet. Okay, the next item that sold was this Disney Store shacket. It kind of had like a flannel like inside. It was really nicely made, and then the outside was like a corduroy, and it had Winnie the Pooh embroidery. It was a bigger size also. This sold for $25, and then I also found this in the bin, so it's pretty easy. I just kind of put it in my cart. I probably paid like $3 or $4 for this item. And I think I listed it maybe a month or two ago, so pretty decent turnaround. My earnings were $20. Okay, the next item that sold were these Abercrombie & Fitch jeans. So I bought these with those faux leather jeans, and again, they just sold within like 2 or 3 days of listing them. They sold for $46. They were called the High Rise 90s Relaxed Jean. These are still on the website. They were a size 29, so that was a great size. And yeah, just really excited. Again, Abercrombie & Fitch pants are just going like hotcakes right now. The next item that I sold was this Marmot Precip rain jacket, and this was a men's item. I found this in the bins. It was very lightweight, probably paid like $2 for this item. It sold maybe, I'd say a month and a half after I listed it for $52. Definitely a great time for this to sell, and my earnings were $41.60. Okay, the next item that sold was this Ola Feroz swimsuit. This was so cute. I found this in a bin at the Goodwill bins, and this person like donated all their premium swimsuits, and this was one of the swimsuits that I found. I just like started picking up. I noticed that some of them were premium. I just started picking them all up, putting them in my cart, and then trying to match them up later on in the day. But this one, it sold for $40. I think I have this listed maybe for a year, and then my earnings were $32. Again, probably paid like $1.50, $2 for this item, so pretty good. I'm really happy with that. Okay, this next item, I was so excited that this sold. So I bought this MacDougall dress on a Whatnot auction. Somebody was opening a whole pallet of MacDougall dresses that they bought and auctioning them off. I think I paid around $65 for this item. I don't even remember. This was probably like last January when I bought this item, and it ended up selling for $225. It was new with tags, and one of the reasons that I did end up buying it was a size 16W, and then it was black. It had a lot of sequins throughout. It was really pretty. My earnings on this was $180. So pretty good. Definitely made like over $100 on just that sale alone. Okay, the next item that sold was this Adriana Papel heavily beaded dress. Again, I got this in the bins. Probably paid $5 for this item because it was a little bit heavier with all the beading. This ended up selling maybe 2 months after I listed it for $55. The size was 10 petite. Really cute, just a gorgeous dress, very classic. Modest vibes. It was called the Gloriana gown, and my earnings on this was $44. Okay, this next item that sold was this vintage nylon trench coat. This was pretty lightweight. I got it in the bins. I used keywords like 90s, retro, oversized, tie waist, belted, nylon. I guess that was all that I used. It says brand is American made in Taiwan. I probably had this listed for maybe a year, I would say. Somebody offered me the $38 and my earnings were $30.40. Again, got this in the bin, so, you know, definitely made some money off of that. Next was this Land's End pea coat. I usually don't really pick up Land's End, but this coat was in great condition. It was in the bins. And then I was like looking for coats during this bins trip, I remember. So I was just excited to find a nice coat. This was a wool blend, and it sold for $30. The size was a 14 petite, so that was another reason I picked it up. And then my earnings was $25.71. Okay, the next item that sold was this Maury Lee bridesmaid dress. This was so pretty. It had like this ruching to the side and then a slit. The color was gorgeous. It was like a satin material. This I probably had again for maybe a year in my closet. I love selling bridesmaid dresses. I might have spent money on this one at a regular Goodwill. I don't know if I got this one in the bins, but this was a size 6 and it sold for $70. I definitely didn't pay any more than, you know, $12 for this item. And then my earnings were $62.45. So that was pretty exciting. Okay, the next item that sold was another Abercrombie & Fitch item. I got this again at that same Goodwill with those pants that I bought. This was a midi like column dress and it was still on the Abercrombie & Fitch website. This sold like a week, I would say, after I listed it for $65. It was a medium denim wash and my earnings were $57.49. And I think I paid like $6.99 for this item. You guys actually saw me pick this up in a recent Thrift With Me video. So pretty cool. I was really happy with that. Okay, the next item that sold was this like vintage Riva embroidered jacket. It was like a cloth jacket or patchwork jacket is another keyword. I have had this jacket in my closet for probably 2 or 3 years. I picked it up at the bins and I was like, oh, this is so cool. This is definitely gonna sell so easily. And for some reason it sat and sat and sat. But yeah, I've never heard of the brand Riva, so maybe that's why it didn't sell. But I put it under the vintage category in Poshmark. And it's just like so pretty, like the colors, like the embroidery throughout the whole entire piece. Like it's a really nice piece. So I was just surprised that it took this long to sell. But it did end up selling for the $50 and then my earnings were $43.45. So very happy with that. Can't complain. Next was this vintage De La Rue. I think that's how you pronounce it. Y2K dress, and it had like this metallic threading throughout and then this little keyhole. It was a maxi length, really pretty, super cute. I got this in the bins. It sold for $55 and then my earnings were $48.05. This I probably had listed for maybe a year and a half. Okay, the next item that sold was this Free People snake midi dress. This was so cute. I probably had this for maybe 3 months, 4 months. It was definitely on a Thrift With Me with you guys. So I think I paid maybe like $7 or $8 for this item. And it sold for $38. My earnings were $33.37. Okay, now I'm gonna start going over some of the sales that sold for that 40% off. So I ran the sale Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think there was about 30 packages that sold. So some of them were like bundles, and then, so a lot of items went out, which is great. Okay, so the first thing that sold was this vintage baby boy lion 70s retro little like onesie. It was so cute. I love the colors. It looked like very like 70s, 80s, I would say. And the brand was called Frymanet. Never heard of it, but I just liked the look of it. I knew that it was vintage and I wanted to try it out. I've never sold like vintage baby items. I know some of them can do really well. I mean, this only sold for $15, so not like the greatest sale. I usually try to sell things for $25 or more. That's like my goal. Whenever I'm like sourcing, I'm like, can this sell for $25 or more? This didn't. My earnings on this was $11.66. I probably paid 50 cents to $1 for this item because I got it in the bins. So I made some money there, which is great. Okay, the next item that sold for 40% off was this Nadame 100% cashmere sweater. They got a great deal on this. This sweater was beautiful. It was a size extra small. It sold for $30 and then my earnings was $25.70. Again, I got this in the bins, so, you know, this did not weigh a lot, it being cashmere. So definitely made some money, and whoever bought that item, they got a heck of a deal. The next item that sold for 40% off was this rip skirt. This brand, it does pretty well. There's like a following for it. It's, I think the brand is like a Hawaiian brand, and it like, the skirt is like a wrap skirt. It's really cute. It's definitely made for like the beach. This sold for $21. My earnings were $17.29. And my aunt actually gave this to me. She was cleaning out her closet and she just gave me some of her clothes. And this was in there. So got this item for free. Thanks to my auntie. And I think I listed this maybe like 2 months ago. So definitely a good turnaround. And then also it sold in October. So I was like kind of happy to, to move that. The next item that sold was this Patagonia hoodie. This is really cute. I think I paid about $5.99 for this item at a regular Goodwill. It was again in another Thrift With Me video. But this item sold for $25. So this was for that 40% off. And then my earnings was $21. Okay, the next item is this Joseph A. Bank. It was like this peacoat men's size large wool blend. I used keywords like career, office, work, formal. Really cute. It was a navy blue color, and then it was double-breasted. So really adorable. It sold for $45 and my earnings were $39.74. This I got in the bins, so pretty good. And I think I listed this maybe a month ago, so another good turnaround item. Okay, the next item that sold was this gold label Victoria's Secret 100% silk long like lingerie maxi cowl neck. Gorgeous piece. It had like an off the shoulder type vibe to it, very like Y2K 90s. Super cute. I used the keyword Barbie and Barbiecore. This sold for the 40% off, so it sold for $54. And I actually listed this that morning, and then it sold for 40% off like 2 hours after I listed it. So I think I had it listed too low, but whatever. My earnings was $47.41. I did pick this up at a regular Goodwill. I knew that I wanted it. I think they had it again listed for like $6.99, $7.99. That's usually what that's usually what the Goodwills around here list, the dresses for. The next item that sold for the 40% off was this Salvatore Ferragamo Varo crocodile slip-on flat shoe. These were so cute. They had like these little bows on it. I think I had these listed for about a year to a year and a half. So kind of a little bit of a wait on them. And I'm pretty sure I got these in the bins. They sold for $40. My earnings were $35.05. So pretty stinking good. Okay, next, somebody put a bundle together and I gave them a 50% off offer. I might have given them a little bit more of an offer, I can't remember. But it was 6 items. So the first item they got was this Zara Peacoat. And this was kind of a dated piece. I got it in the bins. Very nice piece, but it was just a little bit dated. And then they got this Free People Parks Project beanie hat. This was the most liked item in my closet. It had like 40 something likers on it. And then she also bought this Anthropologie Molinette Soares, I'm probably butchering that, dress. This was so cute. It had like a handkerchief pattern, and I just got this from a regular Goodwill, and it sold like, probably a week later, I would say. So that was a pretty recent pickup. And then she also got this Spell and the Gypsy t-shirt. It was like a wild child t-shirt. This was such a cool find. I found it in a regular Goodwill, and it was like marked for like $2.99 or something because they thought it was just like a regular t-shirt. So that was a cool find. And then also this Athleta asymmetrical hem sweater. This I found in the bins, so that was a pretty, normal find, normal pickup. And then the last item that she had in this bundle was this Cocoa Cashmere 100% cashmere sweater. It kind of had like these neon like stars on it, so kind of a funky, color palette, but really nice like material. I've never heard of that brand before. I pick up 100% cashmere, especially when I'm in the bins and it's in good condition. So this sold for $125. My earnings were $114.16. So I was really happy to move all of those things and to make some money on those. The next item that sold was this LL Bean anorak jacket. It was like a pullover rain jacket. It was 100% nylon, perfect for the season. It was a size extra large. I picked this up maybe a week ago. I listed it and it sold, you know, a few days later. It sold for $31, so the 40% off, and then my earnings were $26.63. I'm pretty sure I paid $5.99 for this item, if I can remember. Okay, the next item that sold was this Blarney 100% Irish wool blanket. I found this in the bins. I saw like Irish wool and like there was a few like, it said like Ireland country home, something like that on the blanket. So I knew that somebody was gonna buy this in the fall. The colors were pretty. It was like a nice plaid, you know, throw blanket. Really cute. This sold for $27. I probably paid maybe $3 or $4 for this item at the bins, and my earnings were $22.87. I sold a lot of like black like yoga pants, like LL Bean or like Athleta, those kind of things, and they went for pretty cheap for the 40% off. So those are definitely moving. People are looking for that kind of thing right now. I think there was like a black LL Bean leggings too that sold, you know, for like 15 bucks, something like that. Okay, I sold this Ralph Lauren. It was like the blue label Ralph Lauren. I think it was like more of a vintage tag. 100% wool blazer. It was double-breasted. This sold for the 40% off, so the price was $70. I got this in the bins, and my earnings were $62.20. So that was awesome. That was such a beautiful, gorgeous piece. Just a timeless, classic, you know, that'll never go out of style. One of the key words I used for that was dark academia, work, career, those kind of things. Okay, next is this bundle. This is kind of smaller, and I'm pretty sure she offered me this, but there's 3 items in this bundle. So the first item was this like Y2K tank top, and the brand on it was like really cute. It said like Funkadelic or something, so it was very like early 2000s vibes. And then this Max Studio wrap dress, and then also this Zella tank top. So there was 2 tank tops in this. I got all of these items in the bins, and she offered me $30. I just gladly accepted that because you know, I wanted to move the tank tops. These were all like kind of small, like lower tier items, I would say. And then my earnings were $25.68. So I was happy with that. Okay guys, those were all of the sales that I wanted to go over. There was a few others, but I just kind of wanted to go over, but I just wanted to highlight some of like the bigger ones or some of the trends that I was seeing. And yeah, I hope that you guys learned some keywords or you have a better idea of what to pick up when you're sourcing for things. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.